Hey there, Journey Church. I'm Jeremy Taylor, candidate for the role to be your lead pastor. I found during COVID being able to introduce and say hi over video has been helpful, but come on, it's less than ideal. So I'm really looking forward to being with you in person in just a couple weeks. When I walk into an environment where I'm less familiar with people, I like to play the Let's Connect game. I look and listen for the slightest area of connection to lean into and kickstart a conversation. So, in the spirit of let's connect, let me take a couple minutes just to tell you 5 things about me. The first is, man, I love Jesus. And I think his gospel of grace and love is of the utmost importance for us to live in and share with those who are outside of our faith but inside of our reach. I said this will only take a couple minutes, so I can't share my entire story, but I can tell you that when I fully surrendered to Jesus being Lord and boss of my life, he turned my life upside down. I try to live by the faith that God's best is what's best for me, even when it doesn't make sense to me. As the name of your church says, that's the journey I'm on. Second one is that my wife, April, is the most important and most amazing person in my life. In August, we will celebrate 22 years of marriage, and she continues to be the love of my life. Her passion for Jesus and people, it's infectious. You guys are going to easily fall in love with her. I like that she still thinks I'm funny. But at the same time, she's willing to shake her head when one of my attempts at humor falls flat. But don't worry, it doesn't happen that often. Third thing is my kids. Man, they are a continual gift from God. I have 3, Jerusha's 17, Naomi's almost 14, and Elijah's almost 11. Now, to be candid with you, they are at different stages of processing what a move to Federal Way looks like. But with their talents and their gifts and their interests, I think there are some great opportunities for them as we move north. One of the things that we love to do as a family is Friday night pizza and a movie night. And as good parents, we feel like educating them on the classics in movie and entertainment is part of our job. So we've watched Swiss Family Robinson and Back to the Future, and there's just a long list. And we like the newer ones as well. Fourth thing is I really, really enjoy sports in all formats. I grew up playing football and basketball in college. I switched to soccer. I still enjoy playing a lot of those. And for the last couple of years, I've branched out and been active in the CrossFit community. I like watching sports, and I find it's really the only part of reality TV that I like. I know some of you listening may be Seahawks fans, and I want to let you know we're going to get along great. They're in my top 3, but my favorite team is the Buffalo Bills. And so I'm a diehard Bills fan. Some of you think you might try to be Kraken fans of hockey. Hey, that's okay, except I'm a blue and white Toronto Maple Leafs fan. And some of you may be Mariner fans. And I got to tell you, I think baseball is a pretty cool sport as long as you don't have to watch it on TV. My son, though, loves baseball. He's a Cincinnati Reds fan, and we're actually looking forward to maybe being able to take him to see some games in person. The last thing you need to know is I don't do Meatloaf. Now, I don't want to get into it. It's a very hurtful story. It includes childhood trauma, the Postal Service, and mounds of ketchup. But I just want to be real upfront with you. I don't do Meatloaf. Now, some of you right now are thinking, oh, but when he comes, I'm going to tell him he's never tried my meatloaf or my grandma's meatloaf. And you're right. I never have, and I'm never going to. You know, for the sake of starting out on the right foot and going in the right direction, let's just leave meatloaf off the table. All right, well, that's 5 things. Let's go for 6. Something you should know about me is I like to kind of color outside the lines. I'm a bit of a rule breaker, and so I said 5, but we're going to go with 6. These last couple of years have been particularly hard. As a society, we are experiencing seismic shifts. As a people of faith, we may be feeling like our beliefs are being attacked or marginalized. As a church, you may sense that things may never return to normal. I gotta tell you, I'm there with you. I've experienced some hard times as a pastor, as a husband, as a dad. But I am firm in my belief that God has incredible things in store for his people and his church when we are willing to step outside of our comfort zones in faith and obedience. It's more than possible that our future will look nothing like our past. But to be honest, I'm okay with that. God's still the same. And his call for each of us individually and together is to be about the Father's business. And his business is people and life transformation. So I look forward to meeting with you and starting to connect around the people and the things that mean the world to you. Thank you.